Alright guys, welcome to another cook slash smoke barbecue adventure at Smokin' Joe's barbecue. I was going to do some ribs today, but the wife wanted some brats instead, so I went and picked up some brats. I'm going to use the Oklahoma Joe's KD smoker today. During the week I had some 1/4-inch plate that I cut down and made a couple tuning plates to help off that firebox with that extreme heat, and thought I had some 1/2-inch square tubing in my garage. I was gonna finish off these grill grates and didn't have no 1/2-inch square tubing, so I just cut the grill grate, the 3/4 number 9 expanded metal real fast just to burn them in, and during next week I'll go out and get a stick or two of 1/2-inch square tubing and make some frames up and weld these things together like I normally do. But anyway, I'm gonna season them up, get this fire going. Gotta have a canister of lemon charcoal. Use a starter cube. I don't mind, I don't get no flavor out of it. Like I say, it's just for the coals, for the coal bed itself to go into the firebox. And we'll go from there, and in the house we'll get the brats ready, soak them up in some beer, and might even do a tri-tip. So we'll see how that goes. Got some corn on the cob to go with it. Gonna throw some apple wood in there. So let's get this thing going. Hit that with the torch real fast. Throw that over top. You guys know how to do it. And we'll let that go for 15 minutes, and we'll be back then. Talk to you soon. Alright guys, back in the house. Here's the other. I'm going to do some baked potatoes. I'm going to put them on the grill, wrap them in aluminum foil. Probably coat them with some bacon grease and get some sea salt, and wrap them up real nice and let them, I don't know, at least an hour, maybe 2, until they're tender, toothpick tender. Here's the brats, 2 packs of beer brats. Got a tri-tip, I don't know, about almost 2.5 pounds. And we got 8 ears of white sweet corn. Not a bad price, 25 cents an ear. I'll take that all day long. So I'm gonna shuck them and put them in some boiling water, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. See you in a little bit. All right, 15 minutes later. Coals are nice and hot. Gonna let them go for another couple more minutes. Let them white out. Then we'll dump them in there. Get back into the house and finish chucking the corn and getting the brats in there and trim up that tri-tip. See you guys in a little bit. All right, they're ready to go, guys. Let's dump them in there. All you need for a coal bed. You don't need much. Get them off the edge. Doesn't matter. I like to pull them off the edge. I also added a piece of expanded metal on the bottom there. That way everything has to burn pretty much down to nothing before it hits the bottom. Little split of wood, put that on there, and get things rocking and rolling. Just to get the coal bed started. There we go. Doesn't take long. Wood's nice and dried out. Good year and a half seasoned apple wood. Those 2 chunks right there are some hickory. Same as this chunk right there. That's hickory, apple, apple, apple. One in the back is apple. That's a little tiny little split in the back of that of hickory. We'll get this thing going, and once it gets up to temps, we'll get that food on. Alright guys, Happy smoking. Alright guys, getting ready to wrap these baked potatoes up. I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil, coat them with that, and get some sea salt. I'm going to wrap them in aluminum foil. Corn has been chucked. Temps are about 250 on the smoker right now. I'm going to let them get up to about 275. I'm going to choke things down a little bit on the dampener off the firebox and get it to maintain around 275. I don't want to go no higher than 300, to be honest with you. Last I'll do is try tip. That'll take about an hour, hour and a half tops. Going to let it go. Reverse sear it at the last 5-6 minutes. Just going to use some, got some coffee rub that I made up. I'll use that with, and I'll trim it down. I'll get some Worcestershire sauce and rub it with that. Then use the coffee rub for the tri-tip. I'll let it go in the smoker until it reaches about 120, 125 degrees IT internal temperature. Then I'll take it and reverse sear it with some melted butter, garlic, onion, and some rosemary. And mix that all up real good and use that as a glaze just before I sear it on both sides. Go about 2 or 3 minutes. Looking for about a 135 to a 140 IT internal temperature on that. We'll let it rest for 20 minutes, and of course we'll slice it up and we'll go from there. But like I said, get ready to do the baked potatoes. We're gonna get the olive oil, gonna rub them down, get the sea salt, coat them up, put them in there, and I'll get them on the smoker right now because they're gonna take the longest. So, back at you then. All right, guys, let's see if I can get one of these done. Ordered a tripod, but haven't got it yet. A little bit of OVO, take my dirty hand, rub it all in there. Hold this back like that. There we go. Get that like that. Rub it all around. Yeah, this is funny. I can't wait to get my tripod. And we'll roll that back over like that. Wrap it up nice. Put it right there. Alright guys, back at you when I get to the smoker. Alright, just got done putting the baked potatoes on. This is a bigger split that I added. Got temps running around 275, 250. Got the draft. Side dampener about 3/4 way open. Just shut that down. Inside, got a water pan over here in the corner. Baked potatoes lined up. Plenty of room for the brats. And the tri-tip will go here, of course, when it's time to go for that. But added a couple tuning plates. One's here, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Kind of hard to see off my phone. One's there coming off the baffle. Got a little bit of a gap. I guess they cut 2 pieces of expanded metal, and got to get some 1/2-inch tubing to make my frames for them. But anyway, things are looking good. Temps are holding. Smoke's nice and clear. And we'll go from there. Things are looking good. About an hour into the cook. Get back at you in a little while. Alright guys, happy smoking. Let's get the tri-tip trimmed down. Wasn't that bad. See if I can, there we go. A little bit of fat on there. Got as much silver skin off. Don't have to get every little piece. You could spend all day on this thing if you wanted to, but don't have to. Get a little Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, however you want to say it. Rub that on there. So I get the coffee rub. Give it a nice decent coating. We'll let that sit on there for a couple minutes. I'll flip it over and do the other side. All right, let's do the other side of this tri-tip, get it seasoned. We'll let it rest. Let those seasonings, that coffee rub, soak on in there. Give it a nice crust, nice bark to it. A little close up of it. Yeah, below I'll post the ingredients, the recipe of this coffee rub that I got. Give it a try. I like it. Family likes it. Others that have used it liked it, so why not share it with everybody else? Alright guys, talk to you soon. Alright guys, almost about an hour and 45 minutes. Split still burn, temps are holding good, about 275, 285. The entire cook so far. Spiked here and there, but nothing over 300. Looking good. Everything's seasoning in just nicely. Time to get those brats on. Come back out in a couple minutes and put those on. Alright guys, talk to you then. Alright, all ducks in a row. Back in about 30 minutes, we'll check on them. And like I said guys, come back in about 30 minutes. Brats are looking good. They need to be flipped. Let them go for another 30 minutes. And they should be good to go. Then I'll get the tri-tip on. And we'll go from there. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Alright guys, let's get those brats off. Oh yeah, they're looking good. Get back, I'll check the internal temperatures on those baked potatoes. Got the water boiling for the corn on the cob and the mac and cheese. Get these inside and come back out. Like I said, we'll probe those baked potatoes, see what we're looking at. See you in a little bit. A little shot of those. Oh yeah, they're gonna be tasty. Alright guys, back in a little bit. Alright guys, back. Tri-tip is on. Baked potatoes, every single one of them. Probed like butter. Alright guys, we're going to let this go until it gets about 120 IT internal temperature. And then from there, I'll get that butter glaze with the onion, garlic powder, onion powder, and some rosemary, mix it together, and we'll sear it, like I said, about 2-3 minutes on each side. Alright, till then, see you in a little bit. Get the temps cranked up on this Oklahoma pit here on about 350 degrees, 400 degrees. Alright, I'm back. Hit the button by mistake. Trying to get this thing to focus in. We're at 330, 120 degrees on the IT. Let's get this thing starting to sear this sucker. Talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, just flipped it over. Let it go for 2 minutes, and we'll flip it over to the other side. We'll check the IT before we do that. So, talk to you soon. All right, guys, let's check the IT on this sucker. $132, 44, 34, 32, 31, the thicker part, 130. All right, we're gonna flip it over and sear the other side. All right, let's check this IT on this. 144, we're good. 140, 139, 143, 142, 141, 41. I'm gonna call that done, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, put it in some aluminum foil and let it rest for 20 minutes. We'll meet you back in the house when we slice into it. All right, I'll talk to you then. All right, let's unwrap this. Yeah, it's going to be definitely juicy. Let's get this put on the cutting board and slice into it. Back in a second. Alright guys, you can see the grains are running down, down, and it starts to lace over this way a little bit. I'm going to cut it right about there. We'll slice it from this way and come around, and from over here, come this way. Alright, back in a second. Can't wait to get my tripod. Here's what we got in the center. And no, I'm not going to squeeze it because I know it's plenty juicy. I'm not one of those guys that want to squeeze it. Alright. Let me slice into this thing back in a second. Alright guys. We have it all sliced up. Well, not all of it, but for the most part, make a plate. Get a piece of this. Good stuff. All right. I'll get a plate together and show you what it looks like. All right, guys. Got the plate made up. Corn on the cob. Just no room for it. But that's okay. I got enough to fill me for sure. There's the brats. Turned out great. Tri-tip, amazing. Mac and cheese. Smoked baked potato. Sour cream, cheese, everything mixed up inside there like a little cup. It's all good. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell me what you think. I appreciate it, guys. Take care and happy smoking.